Hello everyone and welcome back to another little reaction video here on this channel. Today it is time to check out the song that Croatia have decided to send to Eurovision Song Contest in 2026. It's called Andromeda by the group, I'm thinking it's a group, anyway, it looked like it on the thumbnail when I clicked the video, called LELEK. And if I've understood correctly, this won a national final, so it's the best of the best from Croatia and what they have to offer this year. Excited to check it out. Let's go. And there's the Eurovision heart, and here's the song. There we go. And that's a massive effect to start the song off. It's like a proper Hans Zimmer impact hit. You know that like rhythm with the vocal, just those kind of vocal stabs. That's a nice way to... Wide, everyone harmonizing. New vocalist taking stage. This brewing kind of bass pad, very, very nice here. This is super dramatic and very much up my alley so far. Gorgeous vocal arrangement, massive impact hits here. Elevation in the vocal line, the strings swell entirely. This is huge and so up my alley. A little bit of like an additional rhythm here in the vocal line. Picking up the kind of intensity within it. Still just relying on big brass, strings, pads. Elongated notes but so wide. Very minimal percussion of course. Just like the impact hits really. Establishing the energy in the track. Got some kind of... Still you got like this vocal stab. Really like the soul rhythm in here. Becomes a bit pedestrian in terms of that, but the vocals are so engaging and compelling for me. You hear the panning there as well, detailing. It's like these small like whispering vocals in both ears. Key change? Why not? The way that was introduced as well. Just using sound effects. If this isn't world building, I don't know what is. Huge vocal arrangement. The harmonization is out of this world. So many details happening all over the place. And you just keep going, absolute. You hear the drumming. The drumming's in there now, high in energy, but it's so scaled back in the mix. That's actually so clever, because it doesn't detract any of the focus from the vocals. It's actually not over. This kind of chanting for the finale. The kick. Oh, I'm floored. I actually am. This is what I've been waiting for. Thank you, Croatia. Thank you, LELEK, for something so just incredibly captivating and engaging for me. I loved every single second of that. A proper world-building aspect within the arrangement of this track. It's so massive in what it sets out to do. You hear from both like the strings, you got the brass, you got the pads. Everything is just working in tandem of creating this massive soundscape that just kind of overwhelms me as a listener. You just get showered with this overarching feeling of grandness, some kind of majestic quality, like very monumental type of track. The drumming is so sparse as well, like it's barely there. And once the finale actually happens to the track, you've got like this proper drum pattern that's actually being introduced, which is very high in energy and it's very active into the song, but it's so filtered back inside the mix that you barely notice it. You just feel like, okay, there's something going on in the background, but all of the focus is still on the vocal arrangement, which is so massive because the drums have been so like put towards the back. But just the fact that they're there really kind of highlights and enhances this way of feeling like the song really progresses. And when you got the final part of the track, when the vocal melody actually switches up, they resort to this kind of chanting, to just kind of build more and more excitement or more and more drama for the actual finale. Then you add the drumming picking up in both pace and actual hits or impacts. You just feel like this song just keeps expanding. You feel very satisfied. Well, I feel very satisfied. I feel very fulfilled with what I expected from the get-go. It feels like this song definitely progresses and expands throughout its runtime and gets to its final destination with the most satisfactory result imaginable, really, to me anyway. Vocally, it's sublime, truly, because there's so much harmonization going on in here. You can really like pinpoint and pick out every single vocal detail if you want to, but that kind of detracts from the actual experience. Just let yourself be overwhelmed, or let yourself just be kind of just impressed and taken aback by what they're setting out to do, because it's making such a lively arrangement altogether. And as well, when you listen to it, like the way that it's produced with the panning, you feel like these small vocal effects all over the place, brief little hints of just a little harmony there, then there's a little whisper here. You just kind of switch all around over the place. It feels incredibly complete. It feels very wide and incredibly satisfactory for me anyway. And again, with just kind of the way that the song progresses as well, that's such a standout part. The song grabs me from the very beginning because of its drama. I won't, hide that fact or shy away from it. But the way that it just keeps on building and keeps utilizing its drama, never really letting up, because it feels like every part of the track is actually, kind of destined to follow what's preceded it. And it really feels so carefully planned out that the song needs to stay within the same ballpark, but we need to introduce something new and some kind of expansion all the way throughout to make this a very fulfilling listen. And I feel like they nailed that. Melodically, I'm not sure how much this is going to stick to people's heads, but I'm just mostly, the main thing that I am and I'm feeling is the fact that I'm impressed by just how huge this arrangement is, because it really is. And as well, like melodically, and also energetically from like all instrumental inputs, it's not a lot, because it's a lot of elongated notes. The vocal chanting really is quite the rhythmic kind of core and pulse to the track. You've got this kind of like the vocal stabs that are kind of appearing throughout the track. Those are really, for many parts of the track, they are the sole rhythmic device, and they are sparse. There's just one on every beat. And the fact that that's just like, you can still create such a captivating listen without really putting much energy in from a percussive standpoint or anything like that into the song, I find that very intriguing. And it all comes down to just that huge vocal arrangement, really. And then when they actually let the drumming join the track properly throughout the ending, it just feels so rewarding, because they haven't actually used it, so it doesn't feel overdone. It doesn't feel like, oh, they're resorting to something there that we've been familiarized with earlier in the song. It comes as something a bit refreshing and new towards the end, and they subtly introduce it until it actually starts to take over and become more and more prominent towards the very ending. I love the way that's structured, and I think this is one of the most rewarding listens I stumbled across in a long time, actually. I actually really love this. I'm not sure how much I will actually be ending up listening to it, but I'm so compelled, and I really enjoyed what I heard right now. I think this is very admirable, and what a cool effort from Croatia to send. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is going to be incredible once we see it on stage, and I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to get a good result. Thank you, Croatia, and thank you, LELEK, of course, mainly, who made this song. I am very happy to have listened to this today. And yeah, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Please let me know. Are you equally happy to have heard this song, or am I just being overly fond of it and you don't really see what I see in the song? And that that's up to each to their own. But I enjoy this thoroughly, so I'll keep it at that. Let me know what you think of this song in the comments if you want to, and hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon when I talk about the next song up, which I guess is Cyprus. So be on the lookout for that if you want to. Take care of yourselves until then, and bye for now.